Hello, friends. Once again, I welcome you to another episode of our lessons, the Revit lessons, Revit architecture made easy. And this is your one and only Frank Ilo from Afro Design Studios. In today's lesson, we shall be looking at how to apply or how to add ceiling to your building, to your project. How do you add ceiling to your project? If you look at this project right now, you can see that we can see through the rooms, which means there are no ceilings yet. It is your ceiling that will enable you to apply your lighting fixtures, like your electric bulbs, your what is it called, your ceiling fan, your chandeliers, and so on and so forth. But when you don't have your ceilings, it becomes difficult for you to apply all those other fixtures. Now today we shall be looking at how to add ceilings on your project on or your model. To start with that, I have to show you something quickly. If you look at this, you will see floor plans, and if you look at this, you will see ceiling plans. When I was learning Revit newly, this used to get me confused. I was like, why do you need to have floor plans and also have ceiling plans? I was actually confused about the whole thing. But as I moved on in the journey, I was able to discover that just as you have floor plans, you also need ceiling plans where you can add some fixtures. Because why? You cannot actually add some ceiling fixtures while you are on floor plans. For you to add any fixture that is meant for the ceiling, you must have to be on the ceiling plans. Do not get this messed up. Do not get it twisted, okay, like they normally say. So I want you to also know, always know that when you have to add any component that has to do with ceiling, it is wrong for you to go to floor plan to do anything. The Revit will reject it. It will bounce it with a warning. So for us to start, we have to go to ceiling plan. To go to ceiling plan, you also have to identify the level where those components should be added. Is it on the ground floor level? Is it on the first floor level? Is it on the second floor level? Is it on the fourth floor level? And so on and so forth. But in our own case, we want to put ceiling here, which is our first floor level. It is inappropriate for us to do it on the ground floor level. Why? Because the ground floor is already carrying a floor slab. The floor slab has already taken care of the ceiling plan. So let's get it started. We move to 04 FFL. By now you know what FFL means. FFL means first floor level. So we double click on it. So after double clicking on this, it will bring you here. When it brings you here, if you look at your properties, you will see ceiling plan with the representation, or do I say the symbol of a ceiling here. Then it means you are ready to go now. The next thing you do is you go to architecture if it is not activated, but you can see this one is already activated. If it is not activated, click on architecture, then go to your ceiling. You can see ceiling here. You can see ceiling under the roof. You can see ceiling. This is ceiling. So select ceiling by clicking on it. When you click on it, you look at your cursor. Your cursor has turned to circle with a stroke in the middle. With a stroke in the middle, it means you are now ready to sketch or to apply your ceiling. So if you move this your cursor now into any of the rooms, you are going to see the room being bounded by red lines. Red lines will appear to circle or to go around the room. For example, when you go here, you can see the red lines. The red lines are already there, showing that if I click now, the ceiling will be applied. But before I click, I have to set some things. I have to put some things in place. So I move out. When I move out, I come here. If you look at your properties, your type selector, like I told you before now, this place is called the type selector. This is where you select whatever, any type of component you want to select. So under the type selector, you have compound ceiling, 600 by 1200 millimeters grid. What it means is that this is the size of the ceiling. But some people may not wish to use this. You may wish to use 600 by 600. So you come under select type selector and click here and select 600 by 600. This is why it is called the type selector. It has all the types of a particular component you can ever think of. Then you are now left to make your choice. Now you can see I've made my choice by selecting 600 by 600 millimeters grid. That is not where it ends. The next thing I have to do is I come to height offset. You can see it, height offset from level. What it means is that what should be the height of my ceiling from the level that I am. Remember that I am at the first floor level. So when they say from level, they are referring to the first floor level where I am. If I had been at ground floor level, it would have been at the ground floor level. So the question now is, what should be the height of my ceiling from the first floor level? By default, Revit is giving me 2600 millimeters from my first floor level, but I usually like my ceilings to go higher than this. I like my ceilings to go 2700, which is 300 millimeters away from my overhead course. So I come here and type in 2700. After doing this, what is the next thing that I have to do? The next thing I have to do is to go into the rooms and start clicking. There are still other things I could also do. I could as well come to edit type. This is where I'm going to select the material I want to use for my ceiling, but there is no need for that right now because the material that Revit is supplying me, I am okay with it. I'm okay. I don't have any problem with it at all. So that is why I have to move ahead now to the rooms. When I come here, I click here. You can see my 600 by 600 millimeters grid ceiling already appearing there. Then if I click here again, you can see my 600 by 600. Just in case you want to see how the 600 by 1200 millimeters grid looks like, let me go at the type selector and select it and show you. So I come here again and click on this. It will bring it out. So I go and select. You can also select this one, GWB, on material stored. So we have 3 different materials you can select from here, or 3 different types, not material anyway, 3 different types. So I have already used 600 by 600 millimeters grid. Let me also use 600 by 1200 millimeters grid. So I click on it. So if I click it here, you can see for yourself the difference is clear. This is 600 by 1200 millimeters, and this is 600 by 600. I do not need to tell you the difference. So I also use it here too. Okay, I also use it here. I also use it here. I use it here, and I use it here. Now I would have used it here, but I want to show you something here. When you are applying your ceiling, there are 2 ways you can apply it. You can either apply it, look at my cursor here. You can either apply it by using automatic ceiling or by using sketch ceiling. Either you use automatic ceiling or sketch ceiling. When you use automatic, like the name suggests, automatic. You don't need to do any editing. You don't need to sketch anything on your own. Once you just place the cursor in the room, it will apply it once you click. But sketch ceiling enables you to sketch whatever shape you want. You can see the display that is on the board, on the screen now. You can see the pink line, meaning you can sketch whatever you want to sketch. However you want the ceiling to look like, you have the liberty to do that. So I am trying to do this because sometimes when you are working on Revit ceiling, you may bring your automatic ceiling into a particular room to click, but you will not see this red line. It will be blank. In such situations, I advise that you use sketch to do it. So irrespective of the fact that I am seeing my red line, which means that automatic ceiling is possible here, I do not want to use it. I want to use the sketch. So I go to the sketch ceiling, I click on it. When I come here now, you can see the red lines are no longer appearing. The red lines have automatically disappeared, which means you can now sketch whatever you want to sketch. So I start from here. I click here, I move like this, I come like this, I come like, how do I do now? How do I go? Okay, let me go like this, and like this, and like this, and I go like this. So you can see how I've sketched it. What it means is that all the areas where you have the pink line surrounding, or where the pink lines bounded, is going to have a ceiling, but all the places that does not have the green line bounding them will be open, it will be hollow. So once I go to finish edit mode and click, the ceiling will appear. So you can see it in the blue background. So I click outside, I can click outside here or anywhere, or I press escape. So when I click here now, this is how the ceiling looks like. So when you look at this from the top, when you go to your default 3D view, this is what you're going to see. Let me try to rotate it so you can see it very well. Let me rotate this so you can see it more. What's happening to my mouse? Okay, you can see the hollow. You can see it. So this is where we have ceiling now. We do not have ceiling here. This is how to use the automatic and the sketch ceiling type. So this is where we'll be ending this very lesson. Once again, I also advise you to subscribe to our YouTube channel, Afri Design Studios. On YouTube, we are there. Just subscribe as we bring out and we post all these kind of videos regularly every week, and you will never be disappointed to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Once again, I remain Frank Ilo. Afri Design Studios is the company. Thank you so much.